Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Zoom, part of Corner Rat Software. Today we are going to be talking about bomber loadouts. We're going to get started here pretty shortly. Just want to make sure we get enough people to show up before I get going. This broadcast will be recorded and available later on. This is part of our Friday update. Normally, for our Friday updates, we write things out and provide screenshots. So we thought we'd try something a little bit more interactive, a little different. So we will officially get started in about 3 minutes, so about 10 after this hour. Just let some more people come in. So if you're just joining, welcome. And hang in there. Stand by. I'll go ahead and explain, if you're hanging out here, what bomber loadouts are. Essentially, our team at Cornered Rat Software has been working on implementing loadouts for vehicles, and we call it bomber loadouts right now because that's what we're focused on, is trying to get more playability and options for bombers, pilots, and for us it represented a very specific focus. However, being able to move, this capability into other vehicle classes like tanks and anti-tank weapons and such, it's all possible. So about 2 more minutes and I'll actually get into the demonstration phase of what this is. So just hang in there. If you're joining, stand by, welcome. Let your buddies know. 1 second. Okay, I'll add 1 more minute as we just let everyone on Discord know about the Friday update, and so we're just going to give us a little bit more time before we get started. Hang in there. This is going to be really cool. Players have been wanting loadouts for a very long time, so this is going to be a pretty exciting. This is the first time we've actually demonstrated it being used in the game, so this is going to be a really cool Friday update, so stand by. Okay, well, if you've been patiently waiting, thank you. We're going to go ahead and get started. That little extra waiting of time allowed several more people to join. We're currently broadcasting on Twitch, on Steam, our store page, on Facebook, and YouTube. So if you're out there, welcome. Give us a like, a thumbs up, a comment. Let us know who's watching. That'd be great. So today's Friday update is this interactive video. We're actually going to be demonstrating to you bomber loadouts and how they work. Loadouts represent lots of cool things. So we're going to start off looking at the Heinkel. And over here you can see we have different loadout options. We've made it a nice easy check mark, very simple. Loadout 1 represents 8 times 250 kilogram or SC-250 bombs. Loadout number 2, if you want it, would be 32 times 50 kilogram SC-50 bombs. So you get 32 50 kilogram bombs. That's going to take a while. And yes, we are going to spawn this in. And yes, we are going to demonstrate to you how this is actually working. Loadout number 3 is a combination. It's half and half of loadout 1 and 2. So this diversifies things a little bit. The 250 kilogram bombs are obviously quite a bit more beefy than the 50s, but having those extra 16 50s, in this case for the Heinkel, is extraordinarily valuable. It's great for anti-personnel, so infantry, trucks, anti-tank weapons, things like that. All of you know about the 8 times loadout, because loadout number 1. That's what we've had since the very beginning. So why don't we just get into loadout number 2, which is 32 50 kilogram bombs. So that's all you do is, let me mention as well that this is a test server. It's not currently available for you guys to check out. But all you would do is, in this case, we're a part of the Luftwaffe, the German Air Force. All the supply numbers, if this was the campaign, and this goes for everything, would always be the same. So whatever the game manager has set for supply to be, your loadout does not matter in terms of supply, which is actually really great. It means we don't have to add in 3 different variants of the Heinkel. That's why this is extraordinarily valuable in giving you guys more options. And the cool part is, as you select these loadouts, it's going to remember what you want. So if you always like, say, loadout number 3, which is a good mid-ground for everything, you'll always spawn in with that. Of course, double check it to make sure, because it's still pretty new, but it should work that way. So in this case, again, we're going to spawn in the loadout number 2, 32 50 kilogram bombs. Here we go. And as you can see on the left side of my screen, there are 32 50 kilogram bombs. Now, what I'm going to do, just for the sake of expediting the demonstration phase here, is you're going to see me just fly up in the air kind of randomly. That's one of our game moderator commands. This is something you won't ever be able to do in the game, because it's not, it's for testing only. But it will quickly get us in the air, and then you'll see the bombs fly out. And it takes a long time to get those bombs going. So I'm going to start it up. We're going to fly up in the air, and then we're going to start doing our bomb drop. And then we'll check out loadout number 3. So here we go. Okay, so here's where it gets funky. Hang on. Yep. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna start dropping bombs. Yeah, we just hit the halfway point. Alright, so now we're just going to watch the remaining bombs drop. That was 32 50 kilogram bombs, loadout number 2 for the Heinkel. Yeah, so pretty cool stuff. Bet you never landed like this before. Quite honestly, that was a lot harder than first person. Anyway, let's respawn. Let's check out loadout number 3. So again, loadout number 3 is a combination of loadout 1 and 2. It's half of each, which is 4 times 250 kilogram and 16 times 50 kilogram. Let's do it. We're gonna try and bomb that town over there, right in front of us. So again, if you look on the far left side of my screen, you will see 250 kilogram bombs, 4. And then if you hit backspace or change ammo type, 16. So here we go. You can see I'm stuttering just a slight bit there because that's a lot of munitions all at once. Oops. That's okay, we're just testing, right? No big deal. Guess my gear didn't drop. Okay, so that's the Heinkel. Very exciting. Let's go check out what the Allies have going on. Actually, excuse me, we forgot something important. The Stuka. The Stuka also has the loadout option you're familiar with, which is the 1 times 250 kilogram and the 4 times 50s. Then we have the new one, which is 1 500 kilogram SC500 bomb, which is probably my personal favorite. I'm a big Stuka guy and love it. So this thing makes a big boom. Okay, let's see if we can put it right inside of that bunker over here. Oh, we need the Stuka siren, of course. Oh, I almost missed it. Sorry about that. We'll try it one more time just so you guys can see it. But yeah, that would have devastated pretty much anything inside of there. We'll do it from a first-person perspective this time. That's how we land. Okay, let's make sure. See, it defaulted. Great. Went right through me. Let's see what happens. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, there it is. Okay. And if you heard the sound of that, it's pretty beast. Just for fun, let's see if we can make it through the hangar. And then we're going to go switch over to the Allied side. Ooh, almost clipped. Alright, so that was the Stuka's new 500 kilogram bomb, which was pretty awesome. Let's go check out the Allied side and see what they have. Sure, we'll try the new A20. So, pretty straightforward. They have two loadouts. The standard 8 times 250 pound AN-M57 that you're familiar with. Then we have some new bombs, 4 500 pounders. So we're going to try that one. That should be fun. Gotta open that bomb bay door. So yeah, packs a pretty heavy punch, this one. By the way, have you seen the A20 cockpit yet? Boom Boom did a great job. And I was just looking at this sight. Really beautiful job on that sight. We'll lift up our bomb bay door. Okay, belly landing it is. Got too much speed. How many pilots land like that? Probably a lot. Alright, let's go check out the, let's see here. Let's check out the Boston. Okay, so the Boston has a little bit different of a loadout. It's got your standard 8 of the MC-250 bombs. It's got 4 of the MC-500, similar to the A20. And then it has 24 40-pound, so general purpose 40 bombs. So let's check out loadout number 2, and then we'll go out to loadout number 3. Oh, I forgot to pick up my Bombay door. Whoops. That happens. All right, let's check out loadout number 3 now. 24 of the 40 or GP40 bombs. Okay, that's all of them. I don't know about you guys, but that was pretty awesome. I mean, they're small bombs, but if you do it right and they're on a, like a, I don't know, like a infantry spawn, for example, that can be really devastating. So again, much like the Heinkel, great anti-personnel bombs. All right, and that's the Boston. Finally, let's go take a look at the DB7. All right, so in this case, your typical F100 bombs that you guys have, that's been there since day one. Now we have, for loadout option number 2, 4 times F200 bombs, and then loadout number 3 is 6 times DT2 bombs, so 50 kilogram, which is, I believe that's new. So let's check it out. Let's try loadout number 2 first. I'm not going to turn on the engines this time. Let's see what happens. Yeah, you can see those just took out city blocks. Those were pretty beast. So that's the damage it just did. It just totally annihilated. So any infantry that would have been over here. Oh, looks like I got this building here too. Yeah, you can see the bomb blast right there. Just drifting around the airfield spawn. Like a boss. Alright, now let's check out the final loadout. Loadout number 3. 16 of the new DT2 bombs. So yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Well, if you're watching, I'm making my final approach here. I'm just gliding, which is a lot of fun. In the comments section of the video that you're watching, let us know what you think. What are you looking forward to most? And I'll also spend a moment to review some questions real quick. So if you have them, post them up. Should be pretty self-explanatory, but how would you be employing these? And are you excited to know that these are going to be in-game soon? As we're showing you right now, it's almost here. We're testing this right now in our QA server, so it's coming up pretty quick. Finally. So, let me go check out the... I forgot my bomb bay door again. Jeez. Let me check out the discussion. Hopefully you guys have some good responses ready. Okay, so William Stabler asked, will the 500 pound, so it's actually 500 kilograms, which is a different measurement. He's talking about the Stuka. Will it take out a Sherman? I haven't personally tested that. If you get a direct hit on it, absolutely. It will also, if you use a 250 kilogram to attack a Sherman, and you hit it directly as well, that will most definitely kill it for sure. So if it's a near miss, maybe, but I'm hesitant to say that until we actually get it in your hands and see how it works. What we can say for sure is it packs twice the punch as the current 250 kilogram. Obviously, it's twice the size and twice the weight and munitions, so obviously it's going to have a pretty good effect. Doug Shorts asks, can you set the salvo? I don't think so. I mean, you get to pick your loadout. You can set it out however you want, but you can't, like, if you click the button once, it's not going to drop 2 bombs, for example. It won't do that. There's no pickle effect that's taking place either. Well, I'm sure we're going to get plenty more questions. I see somebody else in YouTube ask, can the SC500 kill Maddies with a close hit? Again, if you drop it directly on it, it's definitely going to hurt it. Let's see what it looks like. We're still doing our testing internally. I'll go ahead while I'm here. Why not? We'll drop one more just for grins here. Sure, this is fun for you guys anyways. So we're just going to stop here and see what it looks like. Hopefully you heard that, because it's pretty significant. We'll do one more, just so you guys can feel it. So Nicholas Boswell asked, how will the jettison feature affect the new loadout feature? That's a great question. If you jettison your bombs as a pilot, you jettison them all. Yeah, it will, however, I mean, especially since we're having so many munitions together. Oh, what? I forgot to unfloat myself. Sorry, that's what that was. That wasn't a bug. That was just me forgetting to do something. We'll try this one more time just so you guys can see the effect on an AB. We talked about adding the pickle type feature to the jettison. We're a little concerned about jettison since there's so many more bombs being added. Simply because if you'll see here as we get closer. Oh, what the heck? That was lame. That was a perfect hit too. Sorry. I don't know why it just acted that way. Try it one more time. Anyway, if you jettison all your bombs, what I'm trying to say is if you jettison all your bombs, it's going to cause a stutter for everyone. And there's really not a way around that because we're overloading your CPUs with so many calculations at once. It's kind of overwhelming. So that and, you know, sorry, not stuttering. The jettison feature has been kind of gamey. We've been talking about its future a little bit and if that's something we actually want for the game. Some people just jettison as a default, and it isn't very good. It's gamey. It causes lag for everyone in the area momentarily. It's just not great. But that's not official yet. We've just been talking about it. Yeah, I'm just having fun now. We still have questions being asked, so why not? So a question was asked, what about the Blenheim? Let's verify. Blenheim Mark 1, nada. Blenheim Mark 2, 4, excuse me, is yeah, just your standard stuff. The truth is, not many people use the Blenheims anymore. We could look at the sortie count overall and verify that's definitely the case. So, wasn't really given a lot of priority. We certainly could apply new loadouts to them. I'm going to check back over at Facebook and see what they're asking. Okay. Well, it looks like that is the remainder of questions that we had. Guys, this is very exciting. If you missed it earlier, I did mention that while we're focusing on loadouts being for bombers right now, because to be quite fair, the bomber community is definitely appreciated. It's a critical part of our game, and we thought, what better of a way to get them some more, accessibility. It's one of the most underserved parts of our community, and that's not very great. So that's why we prioritized and emphasized making this work out initially here. But with that being said, loadouts can be applied to any vehicle in World War II Online. It's ranging from tanks to our guns, like AA or ATG, destroyers, for example, and so on. But the bombs here for the bombers seem to make the most sense up front and to really have an isolated and focused test. So I hope you're excited about the potential of what this represents, because we're testing it on a server in our, and it's functional in game. That means it's not too far away. So get pumped up. Your subscriptions do help make this possible. So to everyone who is subscribed, thank you for enabling CRS the continued ability to develop the game that we all love, and definitely continue that. We have more on the way. We just released our roadmap. You can check that out at worldwar2online.com/roadmap. Lots of good things coming. Plenty of new vehicles and other cool features like integrated voice communications and some other good stuff. So it's going to be a big year within our 20th anniversary of World War II Online. And if you forgot, June 6th, 2021, so this year, it'll be 20 years of live operations of World War II Online. The only way that has been possible is by your continued support and subscribing. That keeps us going. So definitely do that. accounts.worldwar2online.com. Thank you very much for watching. And if you have more questions, go ahead and ask them. We'll be posting this video on our homepage shortly as part of our Written Friday update as well. But we had about 40 or 50 people watching today. Plenty more. We'll check it out later. They're probably at work, and so I really appreciate y'all watching. Take care. Have a great day, and let's have a great weekend of World War II Online. Thanks.